AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
First and 10, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Bridgewater's pass. Complete.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
They find some open field here. And the Panthers in for the score.
Bridgewater's pass complete.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
For 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 11 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Complete.
A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 7 catches, 90 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
To Curtis Samuel.
12 yards there and a first down.
And a Panther first down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete to
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
For a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, Winston. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Open man is Duvernay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 7.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jacobs.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On third down, Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
A yard. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In depth chart. Entering depth chart. K are selected. P are selected. Slot 5. Slot 1. Slot 2. Resume.
4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is taken at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down now. It's Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. That's good.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Winston. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
13.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From just shy of midfield, Winston got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
And goal.
Second down and goal. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Third and goal.
Here's Winston. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
The Cowboys will line up.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over, trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
again, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Denzel.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Bridgewater now. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
A loss of 8 yards. It's fourth down and goal.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. He knocks him back. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Bridgewater on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
39-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first.
Instant replay. Entering screen
It's a
resume.
gain of 10. And the Panther first down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater now from the 50. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Wara on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, you know, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
Well, they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. They go down with it again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Winston. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Winston. And this one quickly to Lamb. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Bridgewater.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Cowboys 20.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play.